Three, two, one, action. Welcome back to episode 58 of As Seen on Screen. I'm Gracie.
And I'm Nicole, and we're your source for entertainment news, reviews, conversations, and more.
You can find us wherever you watch your podcasts on Spotify and YouTube.
Well, welcome back to the show. We had a brief break last week, but we are back and we have an exciting episode today. This week is our Boots and Hearts special episode. Boots and Hearts is taking place next weekend. It's crazy that it's already almost here. And Gracie and I, if you haven't heard, are so excited to be heading to the festival and bringing you all the coverage this year. So, this episode is just going to highlight everything you can expect at Boots and Hearts, whether you're going or not, whether you still have to buy tickets. There's so much news to discuss, so let's get started.
Boots and Hearts is taking place Thursday, August 7th to Sunday, August 10th. And there are a lot of great acts that are coming this year that Nicole and I are super excited to talk with and also watch live.
Absolutely. So, kicking us off, as always, on Thursday is the kickoff party day. People are just arriving and getting there. Our headliner for the night is Justin Moore. Before him, it's Tyler Joe Miller, Sarah Vanderzon, and always starting the night off, it's the Emerging Artist Showcase.
I love when, like, not even just Boots and Hearts, but when other festivals and artists give emerging artists a platform to show their talents. So I'm super excited for this.
Absolutely. And what's so great about it is we're going to be talking about this a bit more in depth later on in the episode, but the Emerging Artist Showcase carries on throughout the weekend because the first night on Thursday is the first part of it, and then the finals between the last two competitors take place on Sunday evening. So it's really exciting to kind of carry that excitement through the weekend and see what's going to happen, what the outcome of it is. And like Gracie said, it's a great way to discover new and emerging talent, whether you are familiar with the contestants or you're not. It's a great way to get to know them and get to know their music. Also on Thursday night, ending the night together, Bailey Zimmerman, we know, is one of our headliners this year on Friday, but on Thursday, make sure you do not miss the Different Night, Same Rodeo album release party, which is happening, like I said, Thursday at 11:30 p.m. on the SiriusXM front porch stage. Bailey Zimmerman might be there to sing a few songs or two, I hear from him on his Instagram. So that's very exciting about that. And it's a great way, I think, just to kick off the weekend and get that excitement going.
I'm excited for that.
I'm very excited for that.
Next up on Friday, August 8th, headlining is Bailey Zimmerman. We also have Tyler Hubbard, Cameron Whitcomb, Dylan Marlowe, Austin Snell, Hannah McFarlane, Mackenzie Carpenter, Sasha, Zach McPhee, Allison Daniels, and the late night party with Babo.
Heading into Saturday, the excitement does not end there. Sam Hunt is our big headliner for the night. Before him, we see Chase Rice, High Valley, Owen Rigling, The Band Perry, Noeline Hoffman, Colby Cooper, Haley Benedict, Carly June, Kelsey Main, and the late night party is Down with Webster.
Ending it off on Sunday, August 10th, we have the headliner Hardy with Coetzel, Daughtry, Megan Patrick, Stephen Wilson Jr., Default, Andrew Hyatt, Lakeview, Sully Burrows, and Jesse T.
I don't know about you, but I'm very excited about this lineup this year. Do you have a specific singer group that you're most excited to see?
I love me some Hardy. I feel like I haven't seen him live yet, but I feel like he puts on a good show from what I've seen on Instagram. So I'm excited to see him and the band Perry also.
Oh, the band Perry I've loved since I was a kid. I mean, Gracie and I talk about all the time on the podcast, us growing up on country music and still loving it so much. And the band Perry was such a root in my childhood specifically. So I'm very excited to check them off my concert bucket list for sure.
You haven't seen them before?
I have not.
Wow, I'm shocked.
I'm also very excited. I mean, Bailey Zimmerman, I've seen before. I didn't catch him at Boots 2 years ago, but I have seen him opening up for Morgan Wallen in the past. So I'm very excited to see his own, very own, like concert set of his own headlining on Friday. I mean, Tyler Hubbard, I've always loved Florida Georgia Line, and I love now his own single music by himself as a standalone artist. So very excited to see him. Owen Rigling, I love. I've seen Owen Rigling. This will be the fourth time I've actually seen him in concert. I've met him a few times, just in different different festivals or shows over the past few years, and he actually won the 2022 Boots and Hearts Emerging Artist Showcase in the past. I feel like that's where he really got his huge kickoff into where he is now. So if you haven't seen Owen Wriggling up until now, this is a great chance to see an amazing Canadian country singer in concert, and I think it's very exciting that he's now back at Boots and Hearts on this Saturday. Yeah, I'm just very excited to see him.
I mean, speaking of Canadians, and since it is a Canadian country music festival, do we want to highlight some of the amazing Canadians that we have coming?
Of course we do, because there are so many of them, and we have to mention them. Starting off with Thursday, Tyler Joe Miller. If you have not listened to Tyler Joe Miller, you're missing out, and you definitely need to do some prep before next weekend comes, because I love Tyler Joe's music. I'm very excited to see him in concert. And we also have Sarah Vanderzon, who, of course, is the winner of last year's Emerging Artist Showcase at Boots and Hearts. Something great the festival always does is have last year's winner come back and play on Thursday. And I'm very excited to see what she has coming into her set this year after seeing her last year winning the contest. So those are two Canadians repping us on Thursday.
Friday, we have Cameron Whitcomb, Sasha, Zach McPhee, and Allison Daniels. We're all obviously extremely talented, but I feel like we keep saying this, but everybody's going to put on such a good show.
Oh, 100% I agree. And I'd be lying if I didn't say specifically. I'm very excited to see Zach McPhee perform Smoke live. I love the song. I hear it on the radio all the time. I listen to it on Spotify all the time. That's just like the first thing I think of when I see this lineup. I'm very excited to see that. Heading into Saturday, starting off with High Valley. I love that band. They have so many great
Love them.
over the years. Owen Wriggling, as I already mentioned. We also have Noeline Hoffman, Haley Benedict, Carly June, and Kelsey Main.
And ending it off on Sunday, we have Megan Patrick, Default, Andrew Hyatt, Sully Burrows, and Jesse T.
Dallas Smith is such a talented performer. I saw him at Boots and Hearts a few years ago when he was there. I've also seen him in just his own concerts outside of Boots. And then to see his band Default playing at Boots, I think that's awesome. And I'm very excited to see their set. But I mean, Andrew Hyatt, Megan Patrick, Sully, Jesse, so many great names. So there are so many amazing Canadian artists coming over the weekend to Boots and Hearts. So make sure you catch all of them.
We love seeing Canadian talent.
Speaking of Canadian talent, as we promised a bit earlier, we're going to be chatting a bit about the Emerging Artist Showcase. Gracie, do you want to give everyone the rundown of who our 8 contestants are this year?
The Emerging Artist Showcase is, in my opinion, one of the most important things of this festival, but I'm biased because I like finding new people to listen to. Starting off the list, we have Warren Hargraves, Lowell Lawson, Jade Hilton, Sean Michael Ryan, Amanda Couture, Schoolhouse, Lake Porter, and Annika Katharina.
So, all of this to say, they are competing, of course, for a grand prize, which includes $10,000 cash prize, a single release with Universal Music Canada, a performance at Boots and Hearts Music Festival in 2026 on the Thursday kickoff party, management sessions with R Live Management, a Gibson J45 special guitar, plus a VIP tour of the Gibson Garage. Plus, the 7 runner-up artists will receive a complimentary 1-year membership to Strut VIP, an annual program built to empower emerging artists with the tools, support, and industry access they need to accelerate their careers. So that is all from Boots and Hearts website. That is what they have laid out as the grand prize and the runner-up prizes for this year's contest. But yeah, like Gracie said, this is always such a fun thing, especially to kick off the festival with. Seeing these emerging artists play on the SiriusXM front porch stage is always so much fun. Seeing their live set and what they come out and do, there's always so much great energy pouring out of them, and it's such a feel-good vibe to start the festival with. And then the 2 finalists compete on Sunday afternoon as well before some of the big hair headliners come out. So it's really great to see them also have a chance to perform on the main stage. Of course, that amasses such a huge audience over on that area of the lawn. So it's really exciting to see these emerging artists have the spotlight on the main stage. So I'm very excited to see this year's performers and to experience some of their music.
I don't know if this was intentional, but I really like the fact that it's evenly split. There is 3 guys, 3 girls, and 2 groups.
Last year, I'm very, as we said about Sarah Vanderzon, I loved watching her performance last year. There were so many great artists that I discovered out of last year Emerging Artist Showcase. Sarah Vanderzon, I've tried to keep up with her music over the past year because I knew she would be here at Boots this year. So I'm very excited to see what her set includes on the Thursday night here at Boots and Hearts this year. And it's just such a great, like we said, we just can't say it enough. It's such a great contest, such amazing opportunities. So if you're a young country artist, keep this on your radar for future and applying. That happens earlier in the year. So make sure you keep up with that if that's ever something of interest for you for applying in.
I personally have not been to Boots and Hearts yet, but I'm super excited to go this year. I will speak more about that after, but I'm curious to hear, Nicole, you are a veteran in this now. So what do you love about Boots and Hearts?
It's funny with Boots because I've never actually gone as just a ticket holder. My first year, I was a volunteer there, which is another great opportunity for people to get out there and go. You pick up shifts, you do various things throughout the festival and helping out, and you met to make your own schedule. You work one of the three bigger nights, and then you also get to experience the rest of the festival when you're not volunteering. So it's an amazing way if you're looking for a way to get camping still and get that whole experience and help out and be a good volunteer, then that's a great option to do. I met so many people that way. And then last year I also covered it as media. So this will be my second year going back as media, which is very exciting. It's always awesome to hear from the artists themselves, hear why they're so passionate about country music, because truly some of my favorite interviews I've ever done were at Boots and Hearts last year because country music artists, they're so down to earth and they are just so open to sharing their passion about country music and why music brings everyone together, why they're so excited specifically about playing Boots and Hearts. So I'm so excited to be hearing from some of those artists themselves this year and bring you guys those conversations. But Boots and Hearts is just such an amazing festival. There's so many different options to be seeing people, whether it's on the SiriusXM French Porch stage or on the main stage. There's so much going on all weekend. They have great food and drink options in the grounds. There's so many different little activations, freebies going on that you can go around and grab from some of their different vendors. The merch is obviously there. You know, this year, Gracie, we might have to ride the Ferris wheel because I've never actually rode the Ferris wheel yet. So maybe we're gonna have to check that off the list. Yeah.
I'm down for that. I feel like that'd be a good vibe.
I agree. But I mean, there's something to say. Again, if you listen to the podcast, you know I love country music. It's basically all I listen to, so I bleed country music basically. And it's just such it really is just community and it brings you together. I mean, I feel like when you're at any music festival, you know, you're standing in the pit, you're standing with thousands and thousands of people all enjoying that same music, and it's just such a great event. You feel like you're all family for those little momentary performances that you have. And it's such a great summer vibe, you know, something to look forward to every summer, every August up in Burls Creek. And I just love it. I'm very excited to be heading back.
I feel like every time I hear about Boots and Hearts, it's people only saying positive things about it, which I love. But obviously, as you said before, you and I grew up on country music, so it makes sense that we're both going together to listen to this because it's kind of like a full circle moment where you grow up listening to a bunch of these artists and then you get to see them perform a lot of their hits, some new songs on stage. But I do love this sense of community and knowing that there are so many Canadian country fans. So going to a festival like this and seeing everybody have such an appreciation for the art and watching so many Canadian artists get their start on the stage is just so cool. And I think it's a great festival. Everybody should go at least once. And I'm super excited to be going for my first year.
Let's go into a bit of our song wish list. What songs, Gracie, are you really hoping we're going to be hearing over the course of the weekend?
All right, my top three. I'm gonna start off basic, but it's such a hit. The band Perry, If I Die Young. I
Oh,
feel like if we don't hear that one,
we will
what's
die young.
we will we will be upset. We will be distraught. Yeah, it's just such a classic song, and I feel like growing up listening to it, so many people did, and it had its resurgence on TikTok as many songs did. So they just have to play it. I'm sorry.
Mandatory.
Mandatory, you have to. My second song is by Sasha. I really like her song, Hey Mom, I Made It. I
Mhm.
think it's such a cute song, and she's just so talented. So I am excited. Hopefully she plays that one. Otherwise, I will again be sad. But it's hard to fit so many great songs into one set list. So I understand. My last one is Sam Hunt. He has so many good songs, so many hits, so many bangers, but I really want to hear Leave the Night On.
That's a good one. It's so upbeat, so energetic. I love that one.
I really like the energetic songs, but like I'm also here for a ballad. If any of those want to come out too, I won't say no.
You got to get a mix, like
Yeah,
break up in a small town.
exactly. Yeah. But flipping it over, what are your top three hopes?
Well, I'm gonna follow in your footsteps of the band Perry because we were both talking about how excited we are for them. I love their song Done. Again,
Mhm.
another classic that I grew up on. Very excited for that one. Like I said earlier, I'm a big Tyler Joe Miller fan, so literally, I'm just excited for his whole set list. Pillow Talking, Wild as Her, I Would Be Over Me Too, What Good Is a Memory, You'd Really Hate Me Now. I could just keep going.
Girl,
But
this is more than three.
I'm just very excited for Tyler Joe's performance. And I have to end it off. I had to pick Bailey Zimmerman because again, love him and his music. I'm really hoping we hear his new single coming in cold. I'm hoping we hear that live, whether that be on Thursday at the album release party on Thursday night or Friday during his headlining performance. I'm not picky. So I'm just
You
excited.
got two choices.
But those would probably be my most anticipated performances slash songs. And just some reminders, if you are going yourself, if you have tickets already, you should download the app. You can get all of the festival schedules in the palm of your hand, basically. There's a map on there of all the festival grounds and just lets you know everything that's going on, special announcements throughout the weekend, and updates on what you need to know as festival goers. So you can always download the Boots and Hearts app onto your phone and yeah, just have a great time. I'm so excited that we're heading there and we can't wait to bring you all of the content from the entire weekend. Follow on our social media for the latest clips with interviews and performances, and we'll be bringing you some post-festival coverage over here on Spotify and YouTube as well. But everyone, enjoy Boots and Hearts. If you would like to get tickets, of course you still can on the Boots and Hearts website. Again, next Thursday, August 7th to Sunday, August 10th.
Well, that was our Boots and Hearts prep episode for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm Gracie.
And I'm Nicole, and we'll be back same time next week with more news for you and all of the Boots and Hearts updates. Until then, we'll see you later.
Bye.